Welcome to Kansas City Stars Hockey. It's Mid-America High School Hockey League varsity action between the Kansas City Stars and the Kansas City Knights. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rob Plamond, and I'll bring you all the play-by-play of tonight's game, coming to you live from the Kansas City Ice Center in Shawnee, Kansas. First of a couple of games between these two teams. They'll be at the Independence Event Center tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the second game. But tonight, a couple of teams that are nearly equal in the standings. The Stars with just 1 point more than the Knights. The Stars with an 8-4 record. They're currently in third place in the league standings. And the Knights just 1 point behind them. A record of 7 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. We expect a pretty physical game as both teams can get a little physical. The Knights, especially when these two teams play, a bit of a rivalry over the last couple of years. So it should be a pretty good hockey game. Probably, if I were to guess, a low-scoring game, as both teams are pretty good defensively. Both teams are strong in goal, and neither team has really scored a lot of goals, although both teams do have some good offensive production that can put the puck in the net. So it should be a pretty entertaining weekend of hockey. We'll be back here in just a moment with the starting lineups and the opening face-off. You're listening to Kansas City Stars High School Hockey. And that was the one and only, the incomparable James Taylor on the public address with the announcement of the honorary captain, siblings of current Stars players, and tonight's starting lineups. Teams getting final instructions, and we'll be underway in just a moment. You are watching Kansas City Stars High School Hockey. place back to for the Knights. Tristan Prier for the Stars to take the opening face-off. Referee gives the signal and we're underway. It's chipped up the boards by Braun. Played up by Prier. He'll chase it in. Frederick behind the net gets there first. Puck popped up behind the goal. Now played to the corner and the net gets knocked loose as a pile of bodies went crashing into the goal. We'll have our first whistle just 13 seconds into the game. We're going to say the Stars caused the net to move, so the face-off will come outside the zone. Prier and back to. Again, facing off against each other. Stars control it, bouncing puck. Wayne plays over to Tillery off his stick. He then backhands it in. Braun with the puck for the Knights behind the net. Forecheck by Prier. Taken away by Spiker. Spiker had it knocked off his stick. Prier threw it right out in front. Sabilski couldn't get it, but Prier keeps it in. Now it's knocked off his stick and out of the zone. Tillery plays it over to Wayne. Wayne will send it into the Knight zone. Frederick behind the net. Takes a bump by Spiker. Puck knocked off his stick behind the goal. Loose there. Still down in the corner, and I'll play it up the boards. Prier trying to keep it in. Momentarily he does. Still in the zone. Frederick with it. Frederick avoids a check by Chuckle. Here's a chance! Gressel with the puck off the rebound. A good chance by Prier. Gressel in there as well. And a couple of nice saves by Jensen Russo. Back of the point is kept in by Hicks. Bangs it off the boards. Schutzler plays it down in the corner. Gressel threw it out to Schutzler. Here's a chance for Schutzler. Backhand. That hit the side of the net. Deflected off, I think, Frederick's stick. Back to the point, kept in by Hicks. He'll throw it to the net. That was blocked out in front and back the other way. Come the Knights. That's Sanders with it. Good play by Marion to knock the puck off his stick. We got a delayed offside. Now the Knights get out of the zone. Played across to Hicks. Hicks off the boards, take the bump there. Paulson will send it in around behind the net. The puck comes all the way up near side. Gressel in there first. Sends it to the corner. Paulson. Puck went to the side of the net right off the stick of one of the Knights. Here's Marion with a shot. He wristed it wide. Paulson takes the carom. Plays it around behind the net. Number 53 for the Knights chips it up the board off the stick of Fortner back to number 53. Puts on the brakes at the blue line and sends it in. Now they got a 2-on-1. Here's a chance played right across in front of Napier. Puck comes to the corner. It's Banks with it. Banks had it knocked off his stick by Paulson. Paulson chips it ahead. The puck comes out of the zone and brought back in. Offsides. Faceoff will be outside the Star zone. Stars in their home red sweaters, red breezers, red socks. The Knights in their gray sweaters with the black shoulder trim, the black and white trim, black breezers, gray socks. Puck behind the net. Played up by Reuter, chipped off the boards. Nice play by Pasco trying to get it ahead to Gorder. Played ahead, but Pasco was there to get it for the Stars. Pasco's shot. That deflected off Brown's stick to the corner. Fortner picks it up along the half wall. Fortner stick handles it, had it knocked off his stick. Almany will send it back toward the net. But the Knights there to pick it up and get it out of the zone. Fortner grabs the loose puck at center and squirts off his stick back into his own zone. He has to go retreat it and sends it back to the Stars line. Good forecheck by Bacta in the corner. Circles it around there looking for a pass. Now plays it across to the point. The shot here, the save made by Napier. The puck ends up behind the net. Now played around. It's JC with a JC shot. Another save made by Napier. A couple of chances for the Knights. Now the puck comes right in front of the net. Reuter there to pick it up for the Stars and carry it out of danger. Flips it up and it hit one of the Stars player on the bench. So we got a whistle. And a face-off upcoming just outside the zone. Face-off controlled by the Knights. Played into the zone. Stars have it. Tillery with it. Tillery. Pass off the boards. Loose puck picked up by Bacta at center. Now plays it back to number 23. I believe that's, I think of who that is. Maybe Smith. McCray gloves it down. Takes a bump along the boards there by Sanders. JC picks it up. Pass ahead behind Sanders off a stick. Off a stick of Tillery. Back to in to get it. Lost it momentarily. Good play by Tillery on the back check to knock the puck away. Battle for it along the boards. Schimmel comes away with the Stars. Ashton Schimmel puts it ahead to Sanders. Sanders puts it into the zone, and that'll be whistled for icing. It was tipped in just outside the red line, and as a result, it'll come back the other way on the icing call. Face off to the right of Napier. Off the face off, it's tied up with the circle. Stars get it out of the zone, send it down the ice. Puck spinning around, and whistle for another icing. Face off in the same place to the right of Gavin Napier. Puck at the circle, backhand off the board by Prier. Got it ahead to Sabilski, but Frederick keeps it in the zone over to Fortner. Fortner along the blue line, sends it around behind the net. Hicks plays it up the boards for Spiker. Spiker leaves it there for, who was that? Marion. Marion sent it down the ice, couldn't catch up to it in time, and it's going to be an icing call, and again we'll have another face-off back in the Star zone. Off the face-off, controlled by the Knights. Back ended up here. The chance on a wrister that missed the net. Karam's off the glass and all the way back to the zone. It's Freisel, number 68, inside the zone now, and plays it head to back. This is back there with the puck carrying it in. You got Sanders cutting to the net. Shot saved by Napier right in the glove, and he'll hang on. I'm still getting used to some of the newer players on the night, so bear with me. Hopefully by the second period I'll have most of the names figured out. Names and number combinations. Controlled by the Knights back to the point. Now sent around behind the net. Bamber and Sanders. Bamber had it knocked off for 6. Sanders tried to play it to the front of the net. Paddled away by Napier. Puck comes along the board. Shipped ahead by Paulson. Kept in by Preisel. JC sends it back behind the net. And Caitlin Bamber will pick up the puck there. Bamber. Long pass, trying to get it to Gressel, intercepted by Preisel, who was back on defense for the Knights. He carries it in, chip out of the zone, we'll play it back to Sanders. Sanders skates it ahead, that hits Schussler, skates back into the zone. Gressler trying to chase it down. Gressler gets knocked down. Brown with the puck, sends it up the boards for JC. JC in the corner, spins it up to Brown. A big hit by Paulson right in front of the scorer's table. But a chance for the Knights. Here's a shot and a nice save made by Napier. Puck still in the zone. Couple Stars get tangled up. It was Paulson and Reuter who ran into each other. Puck comes up the boards, kept in by Fortner back to the point. Morrison shot, that's gloved down by Paulson. Reuter will bank it off the boards. Comes up near the half wall. Fortner with it there. Fortner leaves it for Morrison, but a nice play by Gressel to poke it away. Fortner back on defense, though. Banks with the puck. He'll carry it back into the Star zone. Banks with a shot. That hit the chest of Napier and played up the boards. Still in the zone, sent toward the net. Bouncing puck grabbed there by Wagner. And a long pass that missed Gressel, or otherwise he's in all alone. As a result, it's going to be another icing call against the Stars. Gressel doing a little bit of cherry picking back behind the defenseman. Paulson had the puck, but his pass was off the mark, and so the faceoff will come back in the Star zone to the left of Napier. That's played down behind the net as the Knights control the faceoff. Back behind the goal again, up the half wall. Smith pinching in, plays it in, avoids a check by Reuter, but a big hit by Tillery along the boards. Here's a shot that's off the glove. Comes back to the point. Morrison sends it toward the net. Albany gloved that one down there. Albany with a nice play to backhanded out of the zone. Puck near the boards. JC comes away with it. Gorder on the forecheck, backhanded there. Almany intercepts it there and spins it back into the zone where Brown takes it for the Knights. Pass misses JC, and they're going to wave the icing off. It's played up the boards and comes back to center where Morrison picks it up for the Knights. Morrison plays it over to, who's that? Sanders. Sanders with a burst of speed. Sanders with a nice move. Tried to cut to the front of the net. A nice defensive play by the Stars to poke it away and back the other way. Comes Almany. Almany sends it in around behind the net. Wayne pinching in from the defensive position, overskates it. Back the other way come the Knights, but the pass too far for Sanders. And Brody Hicks will play it up the boards. Too far for Pasco. And once again, we're going to have an icing call against the Stars. We don't keep track of icing calls, but that's got to be 6 or 7 so far just in this first period, and we're only halfway through it. Face-off control. It's Goins trying to spin it toward the net. He got tied up by Marion in front of the goal. The puck at the side of the net, now behind the goal. Stars come away with it. Schimmel with it, right in front of his own net. Now plays it ahead. Good pass off the stick of Sanders. Sanders and Braun chasing after it. Sanders gets it to the forehand. Throw it right out in front. That hit a skate of one of the Knights. That was Frederick setting up in front of the net on defense. Schimmel behind the net. He gets knocked down. Now the puck came right in front. And Russo will dive down and cover it up. Another good scoring chance for the Stars. But Jensen Russo dives down and freezes the puck before the Stars are able to poke it in. Welcome to all of you watching live on the Kansas City Stars YouTube channel. And if you're not watching live, you're probably watching the replay. Welcome as well. Sanders overskated it, had it poked off his stick. Now gets it back to it right out in front of the net. That was Schimmel. He got knocked off the puck. His pass was intercepted by Frederick. Or that's Fortner, rather. Fortner carries it into the zone, cuts to the center of ice. Good poke check. Dunlop grabs the loose puck there. It's kept in at the point, now sent wide of the goal. Puck caroms up there. It's picked up by Fortner. He lost it. Several players kind of battling for it. McCray comes away with it for the Stars. He chips it ahead as he gets bumped. It'll be Brown going after it. Brown plays it back. The Stars are making a change. And the puck goes all the way into the zone. They wave the icing off. Behind the net is Dunlop. Schimmel on the forecheck. Good play by McCray. McCray knocks Fortner to the seat of his britches. Banks with a puck. Banks with a nice little move right out in front. Shot along the ice. Puck out in front. Cleared away by the Stars and out of the zone. Good chance by Banks. Race for the puck. Out of the zone. Banks with it. Carries it back in. Now plays it ahead to... That's Bacta with it. Bacta with a nice little move. Waiting for his teammates as they were making a change to catch up to the play. Now plays across a one-timer from the point. Fanned on by Parcel. Played back behind the net. Bamber with it. Bamber over skates at the puck went underneath their stick. Now a centering pass. Tried to get it to Sanders. Good play by Bamber to poke the puck off his stick. Bamber got it back as the pass hit the glass and took a funny bounce right back on her stick and then cleared back into the Knight zone where Smith grabs it behind the net. Smith with 2 stars on the forecheck. Had it knocked off his stick. It go to the corner. Sanders grabs it there for the Knights. He takes a bump along the boards. But a good pass on the breakout for the Knights. JC with it. JC with a shot and a save made by Napier. The puck to the corner. Several players battling for it. It's chipped ahead. Shabilsky along the boards. Got several players digging at it. JC comes away with it. Back to the point. To Smith. Off the stick of Prier. Prier chasing after it. Prier comes away with it. Prier 2-on-1. Over to Schimmel. He scores! I'm sorry, Spiker. Spiker took the pass from Prier. And the Stars have taken a 1-0 lead with 4:49 to play in the first period. Truitt, Spiker with the goal. And for Truitt Spiker, his 8th goal of the year. We'll see if there's a second assist on the play, and I apologize if I blew the microphone out on that, but a great 2-on-1 executed by Tristan Prier and Truett Spiker, giving the Stars the 1-0 lead. Paulson not able to clear it. Wayne with the puck in the corner. Pass ahead to Gressel. Gressel to the back end, sends it down their head. Paulson cutting toward the net. Paulson shot and a save made. Nice save made by Russo. The puck spun to the corner and now the net is knocked loose as the puck went to the corner, and we'll have a whistle to get the net resituated. Wayne with it at the point, banks it off the board, tried to get it to Schutzler behind the net. Gressel. Gressel looking for a pass. Get the side of the net. Now Braun played it ahead. He take a big hit by Schutzler. Wayne keeps it in. And things starting to get physical as I thought they might. Two teams that like to hit. Schutzler with the puck in the corner. Tried to play it ahead. Fortner stepped in front of that. Along the boards, it's Paulson there. Paulson got up in, and Paulson looks to be hurt. He's getting up slowly, and his knee is hurt. It's 2-on-2 the other way. Paulson trying to get to the bench. Goins with the puck behind the net. Paulson still trying to get now. The Tillery had it knocked off his stick. Here's a chance now. The puck behind the net. Schutzler with it as Paulson finally makes it to the bench. Puck along the boards. Albany comes away with the Stars, banks it off the boards and down the ice. They'll wave the icing off as Sanders plays it, threw it right in front of the net, and Russo had to paddle it away. Dangerous play by Sanders in front of his own net. Now he gets down to the Stars end, still with the puck. Sanders in the corner on the backhand, plays it back to the point. That was sent toward the net. It's blocked down with the glove by Albany. Albany sends it up the boards. It's going to be held in by the Sanders, and now the Stars able to clear it. And we'll have a whistle for an icing. And just back to the situation with Ziggy Paulson. He got hit along the boards and it looked like his knee buckled. We've seen this before. He's back in the blue medical tent for observation. Hopefully nothing serious and he can return. But right now he is being evaluated. And as soon as we have anything more, we'll update his situation. Puck up in the air, glove down. That should be a hand pass, and there's the whistle. That'll bring the face-off outside the zone. Nice control of the face-off. It's Preisel back along the blue line, plays it over to Smith. Smith had it, or Brown rather, had it knocked off his stick. Nicely by Albany. Albany gets tied up by Brown. Knights come back the other way, but a good defensive play. And another fine defensive play by Ryan Marion as he knocked it away. Loose puck picked up by Jimmy Gorder into the zone. Gorder with a wrister. That's right on and going to be swallowed up by Jensen Russo. Face-off will be to the right of the Knights' goal. 2:19 to play opening period. Stars with the 1-0 lead. Off the face-off is played to the corner. Brown chips it up, bouncing puck grabbed there by Fortner, bangs it off the boards and out of the zone. Puck played in. Schimmel had it there, puck in front of the Knights bench. Now it comes out of the zone. There's Dunlop with it. Dunlop soccers it in, chases after it. Marion gets there first, comes back to the point, sent around along the boards, and the Stars clear this one the length of the ice, and another icing call against the Stars. Kept in at the point, played around behind the net. Number 16, Banks. To the corner, it was Dunlop. Dunlop tried to center it but couldn't. Back to the point to Praisel. Praisel down low to Banks. Banks, nice little move on the backhand. Had it knocked off his stick right in front of the net. Tough angle shot and a save made by Napier. Puck comes to the corner. McCray banks it off the boards and out of the zone. Brown plays it ahead to Praisel. Praisel skates it back inside his own zone. Circles it there to Banks. Banks reaches back to get it, avoids the check, but a nice play by Sanders. Sanders chips it in and onto the Knights bench. And now we got a whistle. Looks like we might have we're going to have a penalty call here. The referee had his arm up as if there's going to be a penalty, and it looks like we are going to have the first penalty of the game, and this is going to go against Hayden Praisel. Time of the penalty, 13:47 of the opening period. The Stars, for the first time in this game, will go on the Fireball power play. All Kansas City Stars power plays brought to you by Fireball, the preferred cinnamon whiskey for all Kansas City Stars high school hockey parents. Off the face-off, back to the point. Reuter gets knocked down. Played over to Gressel. Gressel tried to get it to Prier underneath the stick. Held into the point by the Stars. Prier sent it in, but now this one will be bounced down the ice. Napier comes out as one of the Stars on the forecheck. It's sent right back in. And Almany picks it up for the Stars ahead to Prier. Prier with a burst of speed into the zone. Prier leaves it for Reuter. Reuter tried to play it off. They hit a skate back to Reuter. Reuter still with the puck, cycles it down to Prier. Prier to Spiker. Spiker had a stick tied up, taken away by the Knights and sent back in. 30 seconds left in the period. A minute 13 left on the power play. Now a pass over to Prier. He lost it. Reuter gets it back, plays it over to Prier. Prier avoids the Knight. 15 seconds to play in the period. Final rush for the Stars. Played in. Spiker chases it down there, avoids a check. Prier with the puck behind the net. Prier, I'm not sure, realizing that time's about to expire and the buzzer will sound as Fortner picks up the puck. And our score at the end of one period to play, it's the Kansas City Stars 1, the Kansas City Knights 0. We'll be back for the second period in just a moment. You are watching Kansas City Stars high school hockey. It's about to start the second period of play. It's Mid-America High School Hockey League varsity action between the Kansas City Stars and the Kansas City Knights. Stars with the only goal of that first period. That coming off the stick of Truett Spiker on a nice 2-on-1. It was Tristan Prier getting the assist. Shots on goal in that first period, 13 for the Stars, 10 for the Knights. And there is a carryover penalty. The Stars on the power play for another 43 seconds. As the puck played into the Stars zone, it's back to had it knocked off his stick, now sent around behind the net. Puck down in the corner, back to battling for it. Takes a bump there, loose puck grabbed by Tillery, poked off his stick. A good stick lift by McCray, but he'll send it down, and this is going to be an icing call against the Stars. .22 seconds left on the penalty to Praisel. Off the face-off, it comes outside the Star zone and played right back in by Braun. Stars trying to set up here on the power play. McCray takes a bump along the boards there. Loose puck just outside the zone. Brought in by Schutzler. Loose puck there, grabbed by McCray. McCray with a nice move, fell down, throws it just wide of the goal. McCray on a nice move, but he blew a tire. And the penalty over. Held in by Shabilsky at the point. She'll tee one up. That was blocked out in front. Fortner had it there. Good play by Shabilsky, but Banks was cherry picking from behind. A great play by Tillery as he dove to knock the puck away from Banks. Now we got puck along the boards, and we're going to have another penalty call. And this is going to go against the Stars. It's going to be Jimmy Gorder. roughing the call in the corner behind the play. And so the Knights will get their first power play opportunity of the game. I'm sorry, it was Tillery, not Gorder. Jackson Tillery, the penalty. That penalty at 1:06 of the second period. Off the face-off won by the Stars and chucked the length of the ice. JC back to retrieve it for the Knights. JC skates it wide to the right side into the Star zone. Now takes it wide of the net to throw it right through the goal crease. Nobody there for the Knights. Banks will keep it in at the point. Banks chips it off the boards. Bouncing puck there, picked up by the Stars and cleared the length of the ice. Russo coming about halfway out of the goal between the blue line to play it ahead. Pass behind. Marion had it, but puck bounced over his stick. Hicks behind the nets. Swings it around the board. The puck carom right out in front there. It's going to be held in by JC over to back there. Here's back to with a shot. He wristed it over the net and off the glass. Sanders at the point keeps it in. Avoids the defender. Down in the corner. Back to who's that? Sanders. Sanders with a nice move trying to get around Gressel. Still with the puck near the blue line. Now plays it over to JC. JC with a move on the defensive side. Had it poked off his stick and the puck comes out of the zone. The Knights will have to regroup. JC over to Fortner. Fortner into the zone. Fortner with a move. Gets in front of that. Fortner with a shot. And I think Napier got a piece of that one. Puck in the corner. Fortner with a nice play to get to the net. Now it comes back. Here's a pass across off the stick of JC. He gets it off the boards. Puck deflected to the corner. We got another penalty coming up to the Stars. The puck came right out in front. And now we got some pushing and shoving. And well, let's see what the calls are here. This is all happening at the 2:41 mark. It looks like we're going to have offsetting minors. Truett Spiker, probably Brody Hicks for the Stars. And I couldn't see who went in the box for the Knights. The referee is over at the scorer's table talking to one of the linesmen. And as I noticed, too, Jacob Paulson back on the ice, so that's good news. And now we got Sanders is going into the box for the Knights, so there are two Knights in the box. And looks like it's Fortner. Fortner and Sanders are in the box for the Knights. And all three referees are over at the scorer's table. The Knights fans, they're not real happy with the result of all of this. Both teams are back at their benches. Serving as a timeout for both teams. Jacob Paulson, Stars captain, he's waiting patiently to get an explanation from the referee. The linesman is down in the Stars zone, which it appears that's where the faceoff will be. Would suggest that these will all be offsetting when all is said and done. And now one of the linesmen over talking to Coach Blackowitz. So Brody Hicks, they put a 2-minute minor up for Brody Hicks. I think he got the original penalty. And then all the other penalties came after the play. And now Jimmy Gorder is going into the box. I presume that they're going to have they're going to have some misconduct penalties, and I'm going to speculate that Gorder is in there to serve the minor portion of the Hicks penalty, although we haven't heard anything. Well, as soon as they get everything sorted out, we'll hear from the public address, and James Taylor will tell us everything that happened. In the meantime, we're going to take a break. You're watching Kansas City Stars High School Hockey. So Hicks, 2 minutes for cross-checking, 2 minutes for roughing, and the penalties on Fortner and whoever else, but I think 2 minutes each for roughing. So I think when all said and done here, these are going to be offsetting. I don't know if it's going to be 5-on-4 or 5-on-3. Knights have 5 skaters out there right now. The Stars have 3, but again, the official's still over getting this all sorted out. Stars are, they got 4 Stars in the penalty box. And it looks like it is going to be a 5-on-3 for the Knights. 5-on-3 for 26 seconds off the faceoff. Prier not able to clear it. Here's a chance for JC. Puck comes back to JC at the point. JC skates it down top of the circle. Here's a shot that was blocked. The puck in the slot area, and the Stars able to clear it out. And that should, with 8 seconds left on the first penalty, pretty much eliminate the first penalty. JC overskates it right in front of the net. On the forecheck was Prier, but he's able to play it ahead. Dunlop's pass was too far. The first penalty's over, so it's 5-on-4. Bamber poked it away from Banks. The puck comes back to the point. Brown plays it around behind the net for Dunlop. Dunlop to the side of the net. Banks with it there. He got tied up. The puck in front of the net. Banks with it, but the Stars able to grab it and clear it out of danger and send it the length of the ice. Brown with it behind the net. Spiker on the forecheck. Brown still with it behind the net. JC skates through. Brown has it there. Brown, long pass off the stick of Dunlop. Dunlop will chase it down in the corner. Takes a bump by Bamber. Puck behind the net. Tillery plays it ahead for the Stars. Back to the point. Dunlop, who just came on, sends it to the corner. Now the puck comes back. Good play by Spiker to get the puck out of the zone. 40 seconds left on the Knights penalty. JC, nice little move, but taken away by Spiker. Spiker 2-on-1 with Gressel. Spiker, oh, he got it over to Gressel, but the puck hit his skate. Gressel got it back, tried to center it, hit the side of the net. Now played up the boards by the Knights. Bamber pinching in, sends it down in the corner. Spiker takes a bump there. Loose puck picked up by JC. Long pass up to, who's that? Number 92. Here's a shot along the ice and a nice save by Napier. Puck out in front. Banks with it. Dragons rather couldn't get a stick on it. Now played behind the net. Tillery picks up the puck. Knights still have it. Taking it across the blue line is back to the penalty's over. Stars back at full strength. Back to still with the puck. Tough angle shot and a pad save made by Napier. The puck comes out of the zone. Here's Gressel. Gressel with a chance. Gressel with a shot. Wow, he wasn't able to get the shot off. A great defensive play on the back check. That was, who was that? JC, who got his stick tied up. Now the Stars with it. Jimmy Gorder into the zone. He's got Schutzler trailing. Gorder in all alone. Gorder with a tough angle shot and went behind the net. He got in a little bit too deep, but again, another fine defensive play, and back the other way come the Knights 3-on-2. Send into the zone as the Knights were out of gas, and they'll head to the bench. Aaron Wayne with it behind the goal. Too far for Reuter. The puck comes out of the zone and grabbed at center by Braun. Braun sends it in. He and Reuter bump into each other. Down in the corner, a good play by Smith to get it right out in front. Dunlop was there onto the stick of Banks. And the save made by Napier. He'll put the glove down and cover it up. Well, the Stars able to kill the 5-on-3. Good job penalty on the penalty kill by the Stars. And a couple of good scoring chances. Stars even had a couple of shorthanded opportunities there, thanks to some good forechecking by Tristan Prier and Luke Gressel. Off the face-off in the corner, Tillery had it taken away. Dunlop threw it right out in front, but the puck missed the mark. Pass ahead off the stick of Schimmel. Sanders stepped in front of the pass off the stick of Banks. McCray chips it ahead. He and one of the Knights run into each other right in front of the Stars goal. Again, things getting physical. Fortner with the puck. Fortner avoids the check, still with it. Fortner chips it up off the glass for Dunlop. Played ahead. Sanders stepped in front of that. Sanders and Dunlop along the board. Sanders throws it toward the net. Bouncing puck, and Russo will snag it out of the air with the glove and hang on. Puck comes to the corner. Braun plays it in. Wayne not able to keep it in. Here's Fortner with a chance, but a good play by Tillery to tie him up. The puck goes in, cleared away by Napier, ahead to McRae. Back the other way comes the Stars. McRae's pass is too far, and Braun circles it there. His pass missed the mark, but Banks grabs it at center. Banks with McRae on him. McRae got him tangled up. Tillery with a puck. Tillery plays it up for Sanders. Sanders gets bumped along the board. The puck squirted out in the face-off circle. Now right through the slide area, but nobody there for the Knights. And it's grabbed there by Ashton Schimmel. Looking for a pass. Now plays it ahead. Deflects off the stick of McRae. He gets bumped ahead. It was Frederick putting a hit on McRae after he'd gotten rid of the puck. But they're going to let him play here. Things are getting physical, as it usually does between these two teams. Now Michael Fortner plays it in, backhands it around behind the net. Aaron Wayne will get there first for the Stars off the boards. It's going to be kept in by Braun. Braun plays it down to the corner off the stick of Wayne. Behind the net, it's Bacta and Wayne. Bacta comes away with it. Back to the point for Braun. Braun's shot was blocked, deflected toward the net by Fortner, but the Stars come away with it. Tillery with it. Tillery up the left-hand side. Tillery sends it in around. He takes a hit by Bacta. Frederick on the boards. Pasco puts a body on him. Almany with it. Almany chips it down in the corner for Frederick. Frederick takes the puck there. Frederick gets hit from behind, and we got a penalty coming up, and this is going to go to Gavin Pasco. Gavin Pasco for a hit from behind. That penalty comes at the 7:28 mark of the second period, and the Knights are going to go back on the power play. And that's going to be a 2 and a 10 as Oliver Sanders will go to the box to serve the minor. So a 2-minute penalty for the hit from behind, a 10-minute misconduct. Backton and Paulson off the face-off. Stars control it. And Gressel will send it in. It goes in on goal. And Russo has to play it. Sanders carries it behind his own net. Sanders with a pass that was off the stick of Frederick. This is going to be an icing call. Now the Stars get there first. No icing. This puck's kept in the zone. Comes out in the slide area. Bouncing puck. Still loose here. The chance for Dunlop. Bamber stepped in front of that. A nice play by Bamber. Not right out in front, but a great play by Reuter to clear that out of danger as he stepped in front of the passing lane and denied the entry pass and able to clear it down the ice. Sanders will pick it up behind his own net. Sanders off the boards for Dunlop. Dunlop will carry it in. Gets around one defender. Dunlop with a tough angle shot. That was deflected off the glass. The puck comes to the corner. Backed in there for the Stars. He takes a bump on the puck down in the corner. It's backhanded by, who was that? Banks. He backhanded it wide. Now a couple players behind the net. One of them fell down. The Stars come away with it, trying to get it out of the zone. Gressel not able to clear it. Kept in by Bacta. JC took a hit, and now the Stars will hoist it down. And Gressel on the forecheck. Russo plays it up for JC. It was too far for him. Grabbed there by Bacta. Bacta with a burst of speed. Takes it wide to the left-hand side. Now puts on the brakes along the blue line. Tried to throw it right out in front as JC was cutting toward the net. JC comes away with it. Throws it right out in front. Puck out in front and a great save. And here's a chance for Spiker. A great move by Troy Spiker. A shot. He scores! Spiker with a short-handed goal as he wristed it past Russo. And the Stars take a 2-0 lead. Truett Spiker, his second goal of the game, gives the Stars a 2-0 lead. It's a short-handed goal. It comes at 9:15 of the second period as he took the puck at center and a wrist shot that beat Jensen Russo. Still 22 seconds left on the Knights power play. Off the face-off, the Stars try to send it in. It was deflected and ends up over the glass and out of play. The Spiker goal unassisted, as I thought it was. Off the face-off, the Stars control it. It's Marion sending it out, but number 92 knocks it down behind the net. And I'm not going to try to pronounce his name without trying to read it. Back to the point. It's stepped in by Smith. Plays it down low for 92. Back to Smith to the point. It was off his skate. Brown not able to keep it in. Picked up there by Prier. Prier ahead as the penalty expires. Here's Spiker with it. Tough angle shot. That was blocked. The puck ends up behind the net. Prier puts a body on one of the Knights. And we're going to have a penalty coming up to Prier. And that, to me, that looked like well, they're going to call it a cross check, so maybe got the stick up a little high. And that penalty comes with 5:10 to play, and Knights are going to go right back on the power play. Cross-checking the call on Tristan Prier. That penalty at 9:50 of period number 2, and be the third power play opportunity for the Knights. Knights control the face-off over to Sanders. Sanders backhands it down. Banks out to JC. JC from the top of the circle. Here's a shot, and that's gloved and held by Gavin Napier. Face-off will be to the left of the Stars' goal. Knights control it back to the point. Sanders plays it across to JC. JC threw it right out in front. It's deflected over the net and off the glass. Stars play it but not out. Sanders will keep it in at the point. Nice little move to the backhand. Now skates it down low. Tough angle shot. That was blocked out in front. One of the Knights got knocked down. Puck hands out. Here's JC with a shot. That was blocked. And the Stars able to get it out of the zone. A nice job of clogging everything in front of the net but not providing a screen. Backta brings it out. His pass was off a stick. Now Backta had it and then lost an edge. It's sent back into the Star zone, and that's going to be an icing call against the Knights. Backta and Schutzler will face off against each other. Puck bouncing around there. Sanders had it. Schutzler in there. Backta digging at it. Now it comes out to Banks. He'll get it out of the Knight zone. Loose puck there. Fortner tried to poke it ahead, but the Stars able to clip it out. Brought in by Banks. This is onside. Banks got hauled down. The Fortner risks a shot wide. Fans wanted a penalty. Now it's Fortner with it along the blue line. Fortner skates it down low. Backhands it to JC. JC tried to get it across to Backta. Backta got tied up there momentarily. Gressel intercepts the pass. Here's Gressel trying to get around the defenders. Race for the puck. Good back check by JC to take the puck away and get it out of the zone. He got it to Sanders. Now it played back in toward the net. And Russo has to come out and play it there for JC. His pass off the boards is going to be picked up by Fortner. Fortner with a nice move. Fortner with a wrister, and he sent it wide. JC in the corner, plays it behind the net. Bamber stepped in front of that for the Stars. Played it ahead. JC intercepts it. JC right along the ice, paddled away by Napier. Up along the boards, and the Stars will send it down with 6 seconds left on the penalty. Long stretch pass off the stick of Kukine, and that's going to be an icing call. As the penalties expired, the Stars are back at full strength, and the faceoff will come back in the Knight zone. So number 92 is Kukine. I think that's how you say that. Well, that's what I'm going with. Kukine. And I'll apologize to any kid in advance, Stars or other team, if I mispronounce their name. Off the face, off the puck tied up at the circle. Ahead to Goins off his stick. Bamber with it there. Bamber back along the blue line. Plays it over to Reuter. Reuter chips it ahead. Gorder has it. Reuter took a hit. Oh, Kukine took a big hit by Reuter, and another penalty coming up to the Stars. And this is going to go against Karsten Reuter. Well, things are physical, but all the penalties going against the Stars tonight. Time of this penalty, 12:10 of the second period. It'll be I believe the fourth, maybe the fifth power play for the Saints. Or this is not the Saints, the Knights. Oh, these KC teams, get them too many of them. I get them mixed up. It's the Knights. Face-off will be to the right of the Stars' goal. It'll be Backton and Paulson, the two combatants in the face-off circle, and it's controlled by the Knights. It's Sanders with it. Nice little move along the goal line. He fans on the shot. Bamber stepped in front of that. Paulson grabs it and gets it back to center. Back to over to JC. JC into the zone. Skates it along the blue line. Has to cut around a couple of defenders. Plays it in. Flips it on goal, and Napier has no trouble scooping that one out of the air with the glove. Two and a half minutes left in the second period. It's JC off the faceoff. JC sends it down to Fortner. Fortner had it poked off his stick. JC pinching in to keep it in. Now Stars get it. It's not Reuter. He's in the penalty box. The Stars will send it down. That was Marion. Sanders behind the net. Picks up the puck there. Sanders with a burst of speed up the left-hand side. Here's Sanders into the zone. Sanders cutting it toward the net. Had it knocked off his stick. Puck behind the goal. The Stars get it and fire it the length of the ice. Gressel on the forecheck. Russo's going to have to play it. Russo backhands it up the boards for JC. It was off his stick, and Gressel was headed to the bench. He didn't see it. The puck came right out in front. If he were not heading to the bench, he might have had it, but now we got a whistle as the play is brought in offsides. Gressel was on the forecheck, and as soon as the puck was played by Russo, he headed to the bench. The puck squirted off the boards right into the slot area, and Gressel had his back to it. He didn't see it. 56 seconds left on the penalty to Reuter. Off the face-off, the puck tied up there. It's Goins digging at it. Now Dunlop comes away with it. Dunlop getting tied up by a couple of Stars. Stars able to get it out of the zone. A good play by Spiker as he gets it out of the zone, and now it's centered in around behind the net to the corner. Brown with it. Brown cycles it down low for number 92. Back to the point to Smith. Blue line to blue line. It's Dunlop around behind the net. Comes up the boards and picked up there by the Stars and out of the zone. It was a good play by Brown to get his leg out and to prevent it from going the entire length of the ice. Pass too far for Spiker. Spiker catches up to it, but overskates it. The puck's still outside the zone. Brown will send it in. That's paddled to the corner by Napier. Off the boards, chipped ahead, and the Stars able to send it the length of the ice with just 5 seconds left on the penalty. Brown with it there. Penalty's over. Stars back at full strength. Pass ahead to Goins. Goins skates it in, but he made one too many moves and drew one of his players offside. We'll have a face-off just outside the zone. .44 and 6/10 seconds to play in the second period. The Stars with a 2-0 lead. Both goals by Truett Spiker. Wayne with it. Got it out of the zone. It was deflected off escape, but picked up there by Schutzler, who sends it the rest of the way. It'll be Preisel behind net up the corner. Pinching in with Shabilsky. Preisel and Shabilsky ran into each other. Shabilsky got the shorter end of that stick. Now it rolls in on goal. And Napier will put the glove down and cover it up. .23 7/10 to play in the second period. Stars a little late getting their fifth skater on. Now we're ready to go. Off the face-off, Sanders stepped in to get it. Sanders tried to cut it to the front of the net, and Napier's got it frozen at the side of the goal. 18 9/10 to play. Bamber comes in to relieve Tillery. Puck tied up at the circle. JC not able to get a shot off. Puck comes to the corner. Almany in there for the Stars. Back to Almany, comes away with it. Almany sends it around the boards. Preisel will keep it into the point. Plays it down in the corner for JC. JC gets tied up along the boards. A good play by Almany to just let the clock run down, and the buzzer sounds, ending the second period of play. And our score at the end of two periods, the Kansas City Stars 2, the Kansas City Knights nothing. We'll be back after a short intermission for the third period. You're watching Kansas City Stars High School Hockey. Teams returning to the ice as we get set to start the third period of play. It's Mid-America High School Hockey League varsity action between the Kansas City Stars and the Kansas City Knights. The Stars with the 2-0 lead. Both goals off the stick of Truett Spiker. A goal in the first period and a nice 2-on-1 assisted by Tristan Prier, and then an unassisted goal midway through the second period, a shorthanded goal that made it 2-0. No carryover penalties, although the Stars do have a couple of players that are serving the remainder of 10-minute misconducts, Carson Reuter and Gavin Pasco, so Stars will be without those two players until their penalty time expires. Shots on goal in the second period, each team with 8 shots on goal. The Stars with a two-period total of 21, and the Knights with a two-period total of 18. Same starting forward for the Stars as we had to begin the game. Tristan Prier at center. On wing it would be Truett Spiker and Ella Shabilsky. And on defense, Caitlin Bamber and Brody Hicks. It'll be back to in the circle for the Knights. And we're underway. Spiker chips it ahead. Lost it there. Picked up there by JC. JC lost it. Back to her with the puck. I'm sorry, Bamber rather. Along the boards. Sanders stepped in front of that but lost control of it. Played ahead by the Stars by Hicks. Sanders stepped in front of his own player's shot and kind of took the brunt of that. Now into the Knight zone. Stick's getting a little bit high. JC comes up with in the corner. Spiker and Braun exchanging words. Now the puck sent the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Knights. Faceoff will come back into the Knight zone. It'll be to the right of goalie Jensen Russo. Well, I just noticed has the C on his sweater, representing that he is the team captain. Always an honor to be voted team captain by your players and coaches, so congratulations to Jensen Russo for that honor. Off the face-off is played to the corner. Braun plays it around behind the net, rather Frederick up to Braun. Now behind the net, Schimmel with it. Schimmel cuts it to the front of the net. Now the puck comes right through the goal crease. It was paddled away by Russo. Sent through right in front of the net. Still in front of the goal. Not cleared by the Knights. Sanders knocked it down there along the board. Sanders got knocked down by Frederick. Frederick with the puck. The puck comes into the slide area. We got a penalty coming up, and this is going to go against the Knights. It's going to be a roughing call And it is going to go. Let's see who the guilty party is. It looks like it's going to be Frederick. Broden Frederick, 2 minutes for roughing. And the Stars will go back on the fireball power play for the second time in this game. Paulson off the faceoff is controlled by the Knights. Sent around the boards with the puck lifted up over the glass and out of play, so the faceoff will stay in the Knight zone. Kept in by Gressel, but a good play by Chasey to come away with it. Chasey carries it into the Star zone, now plays it to the corner. Tillery with it. Good play by Bacta. Tillery overskated. Now Bacta and Tillery go along the boards. Oh, he lost their stick. It looks like it was Tillery for the Stars, but the Stars come away with it. Ahead to Gressel. Gressel into the zone. Gressel shot, and that'll be gloved and held by Russo. Shabilsky and Bacta will line up across from each other. It'll be the puck kind of tied up in the circle. Now play to the corner. Kept in by Bamber. Her shot was blocked. Almany keeps it in the zone down the corner off Shabilsky. Came right out in front. Schutzler had it poked away nicely by Bacta, I believe. Bamber with it. Across the blue line to Gorder. He'll send it toward the net. That was deflected wide. The puck comes up near side boards, and now we got a whistle as looks like the net got knocked loose. They'll reset the net. Face-off will be to the left of the Knights goal. 1:12 left on the Stars power play. Back to the point. Bamber with it. Bamber throws it toward the net, and a pad save as a puck got all the way through, and a pad save by Russo, kept in the zone around behind the net. Schutzler backhanded down there. Brown was there for the Knights. Here's Bamber with another shot. That was deflected off a stick. Shabilsky in the corner. Cycles it back behind the net. Tried to get it to Schutzler. Knocked off his stick. Dunlop bangs it up off the glass and back into the Star zone. It's going to roll wide of the goal. Napier will leave it there for Gorder. Gorder. A long pass up to Shabilsky off her stick, and good play by Sanders, but he blew a tire. Able to get it in the zone as Dunlop was there for the Knights. Now ahead to Almany for the Stars. Back the other way. Dunlop stepped in front of that pass and now plays it back to his defenseman, who sends it the length of the ice. Left behind the net. Bamber with it. Bamber flips it around the boards as Dunlop was in on the forecheck. Almany flips it ahead to Gorder. Gorder banks it off the glass, gets checked there. Dunlop backhands it back into the Star zone. Bamber will get it there with Sanders on the forecheck. Cycles it over to Almany. Almany up the right-hand side. Gets bumped there, but still with the puck. Now sends it into the corner. Gets stood up by Chasey at the blue line. Around behind the net. Penalty's over, so the Knights back at full strength. Puck sent out of the zone. Marion back to get it for the Stars. Marion cycled it down. It was chopped down by one of the Knights. And now we got a whistle. It's going to be called for a hand pass. And the face-off will be right at center ice. Stars control it. McRae with it. McRae lost it. Got it back. Now Schimmel with it. Schimmel had it poked to the corner. McRae gets there first. Tried to throw it to the front of the net. Deflected behind the goal. One of the Stars got tied up there. It was Sanders. Now comes right in front. Here's McRae. He tried to pull the trigger, and the puck rolled off the heel. Fortner gets it in the corner. He takes a hit by McRae. Schimmel gets it along the boards, but Fortner comes away with it for the Knights. Fortner banks it off the boards. Goes in deep into the Star zone and crosses the goal line, resulting in a whistle for an icing. The faceoff will come back in the Knight zone. 11:05 to play, third period. Stars with a 2-0 lead. Off the faceoff, it's played to the corner. Comes back to the point. Marion played it behind the net. It was deflected there. Sanders had it knocked away. Back the other way comes JC. JC's pass too far for Fortner. Puck still in the zone. JC not able to keep it in. The Stars clear it back into the Knights' end. Pass too far for Smith. McCray stepped in front of that. McCray plays it down there. Has it back to get it over to Morrison. Off the boards up to JC, but taken away by Spiker, who backhands it into the Knight zone. And behind the net is Smith. Smith with Schimmel on the forecheck. Schimmel steals it, tried to center it. That hits Smith's skate. The puck still in the corner, battling for it. Shabilsky in to help out. Now the puck squirts loose. Try to get it back to Marion, but that hit traffic out in front. Now it comes out of the zone. Hicks. Good play by Schimmel to not touch the puck there as they were making the change right in front of the bench. Marion has it and sends it in inside the blue line, so no icing. Off the boards, Prier plays it behind the net. Grabbed there by Morrison. Morrison into the Star zone for Dunlop. Dunlop tried to get around the defender. The puck squirts behind the net. Prier tried to play it ahead. That hit Dunlop's tip. Now it comes ahead to Spiker. Spiker. Cross-ice pass to Shabilsky. Puck deflected back to Shabilsky. Carries it into the Star zone. Shabilsky threw it for the front of the net. Spiker was cutting toward the net, or rather that was Prier. Spiker with it in the corner. Prier in to help out. The puck squirts into the slot area. Comes right down goal. Here's a chance for Shabilsky. And it rolled off the heel of her stick. And Russo gets the glove down to cover it up. Be sure to catch the Kansas City Stars High School Hockey Podcast on the Kansas City Stars YouTube channel. We'll have highlights from previous games. We'll preview upcoming games, player interviews, and a whole lot more. That's the Kansas City Stars High School Hockey Podcast. Back to the point. It's Tolan there on a pass. Here's Sanders with it. Sanders in on low. Sanders with a shot and knocked away by. Now we got a big hit by there. A big save by Napier. Sanders was in alone. Now Sanders with it in the corner. Loose puck. Almany poked it away, but not out of the zone. Frederick plays it behind the net. Tillery with it for the Stars. Tillery fanned on his pass. Sticks get a little high. Hicks in to help out. Backhands it up, but it's going to be held in by Braun. Puck loose. Now the Stars will clear it, and it's going to be an icing call. So I'll watch the replay, but I believe Napier made the save. There was a good back check on the play on the breakaway by Sanders. Stars control the face-off is off the boards. Ahead to Schutzler. Schutzler looking for a pass, tried to feather it ahead. The puck came back to Schutzler. It was Gressel cutting in. Schutzler still with it, and then had it poked away. JC with it. JC lost it. Kept in the zone momentarily by Gressel. But now Fortner the other way. Fortner gets around the defender. The puck squirts to the corner. Fortner gets it there. Fortner to the backhand. Tried to play it in front of the net, but Marion there to intercept it. Marion ahead to Schutzler. Schutzler tipped it ahead to Paulson. Paulson gets knocked down, and the Stars bench is they wanted an interference call. Now we got another big hit. Marion and Braun bump into each other. Gressel puts a body on JC, and the Stars clear it. This is going to be in on net. Here's a chance for Schimmel. Schimmel in on Russo, and now we get a shove behind the net. Russo flips the puck. Russo came out of the net to play it, poked it ahead. It was Schimmel coming in. He didn't get much on it, flipped it in the air. Russo was able to glove it, and then there was some pushing and shoving, and it looks like we're going to have penalties as a result of this. All this happening at the 6:54 mark of the second period. It looks like so the penalty will be on number 36 for the Knights. The Stars are going to go on the power play. Trying to see who number 30. Oh, that's okay. It's going to be on Russo. Probably for throwing the puck up in the air toward Schimmel. But a great scoring opportunity for Schimmel. And now Coach Shabilsky standing up on the boards. He's yelling at the referee for something. Oh, because nobody was in the penalty box. When there's a penalty on the goalie, somebody has to serve the penalty. You're not going to put the goalie in the penalty box, so I didn't see who jumped in the box, but one of the Knights did. Off the face-off, Prier plays it around the boards. It's going to be kept in by Prier. Prier pinching in down low down in the corner. Spiker trying to set up in front of the net. Gressel with a shot, and he sent it wide. Great pass up to Gressel, but he sent it wide. The puck all the way down the ice. A long pass up to Gressel. Gressel tried to get it to Spiker. Good play by Kolnick. I believe that's how you say that. Goins in the boards. Now Paulson plays it out of the zone. And a big hit by Prier. Things starting to really get chippy now. Prier with it. Prier, only a partial hit there. Sounded worse than it was. And the Knights get it out of the zone. It's Tillery with it. Tillery stretch pass off the stick of Paulson. He'll head to the bench. Brown with the puck for the Knights. Plays it back to center. Shabilsky across to Spiker. Spiker into the zone, but Gressel was still in the zone, so he not able to carry it in, and that gives the Knights an opportunity to send it down. 50 seconds left on the Stars power play. Tillery with it off the stick of Spiker, and Gressel tried to backhand it in and lift it up over the glass, and one of the Knights JV players will toss it back over the glass and onto the ice. 6:47 to play in the game, 41 seconds left on the Stars power play. Coach Shabilsky and the referee having a conversation. I'm sure this has to do with the delay in getting a player into the box, but face off at center. It's controlled by the Knights. Dunlop will pick up the puck along the boards, send it in around behind the net. It'll come up near side. Banks with it there, had it taken away. Now gets it back. Banks to the backhand at a couple of Stars, and Gorder knocks him off the puck. Back to the corner, comes back to Frederick at the point. Shot along the ice, deflected wide. Bamber got her stick on it. Right out in front. Here's a shot that hit the goal post by Banks, and the Stars clear it. And an icing call against the Stars. Well, they say it's a goaltender's favorite sound, that clink you hear when the puck hits the goalpost. Banks had it in front. It hit the goalpost, and the Stars were able to get it out of the zone. Braun with it. That shot's defended. Braun got knocked to the ice behind the play. Comes along the boards. Braun avoids the puck, and he's going to get a penalty. Braun went after Schutzler, just skated right past the puck and went after Schutzler, and he's going to go to the box for a couple of minutes with 6:05 to play. I mean, the puck was coming to him. He didn't even look at the puck. He just went right after Schutzler, and the Stars are going to go right back on the power play. Well, let's see. Pasco's going in the box for the Stars. Well, he may have just came out early. He was serving a 10-minute misconduct, so that may have just been a issue with the timing of his penalty. Well, I guess it is going to be Winston-O Miners. I hear the chance for Fortner. Fortner to the backhand. He fanned on the shot. Puck comes back to the point. Prier with it. Praisel's shot along the ice. And Napier's got it in the pads. Fortner in. He didn't get much on it. He might have got in a little bit too close, and allowed Napier to poke it away. Now back to the penalties. It looked like there were offsetting penalties on the play. That's the reason we don't have a power play. I didn't see what happened with Pasco. It might have been a retaliation after Braun went after Schutzler. So we are 5-on-5. Here's Brown with a shot, bouncing puck. Banks was there, but the puck bounced over his stick. Banks gets it back, now settles it down, still with a puck in the slot area to the backhand. Loses it, here's a chance for Sanders. Sanders chipped it ahead, it was off the skate of Praisel. McCray chasing after it. McCray and Praisel going to the boards. McCray threw it down in front. Sanders had it, but lost it off the side of the net. Puck behind the goal. Sanders with it there, tried to center it. Sanders gets it back to the forehand. Shot right out in front, the puck loose, and cleared out of danger by the Knights. Sanders throws it back in toward the net. And now Russo will put the glove down and freeze it at the side of the goal. And honestly, I'm trying my best to keep up with the shots on goal. I'm not sure how well I'm doing. But things getting really, really physical, and a lot of it happening behind the play. The referee not able to see it. Face off to the left of Russo. Schimmel wins it back to McCray. His shot toward the net, that was blocked. Schimmel tried to play it to the front of the net, and that's paddled away. And once again, the net gets locked loose, and that's about the fourth or fifth time in this game that the goal behind Jensen Russo has been knocked off the moorings. Russo tends to play tight to the goal, so that could have something to do with it. Back to the point, Bamber stick handles it. Now throws it to the net looking for a deflection. It bounces to the corner. Played through the slot area by McCray and picked up there by the Knights. Back the other way as Morrison had it poked off his stick. Now gets it back. Banks rather. Reuter with the puck. Now we got a Banks and one of the Stars. We got another play behind the net. Now we got a let's see, it's Goins and who is that? Reuter along the board. Gavin Napier telling Reuter to just back off and not pick up another penalty. And Reuter wisely listens to his junior goalie, and we are going to have penalties here. It'll be Banks heading to the box for the Knights. Let's see if there's going to be an offsetting penalty. No, it looks like it's just going to be Banks going. And so the Stars are going to get a power play with 4:50 to play in the game. Cross-checking is the call. That goes against Banks. Stars back on the power play. Off the face-off, Gorder tried to backhand it up. It's Fortner sending it the length of the ice. Fortner on the forecheck. Fortner and Wayne get there about the same time. Wayne able to play it around the boards. Bressel chips it ahead for Gorder. Gorder cuts it back to the center of the ice. Now get it ahead to Wayne, too far for him. Wayne catches up to it. Back to Gorder with a shot that was blocked. Puck ends up behind the net. Comes right out in front. Now played to the corner. Looks like the net got knocked loose again, but no whistle. Bressel plays it across. We got another penalty coming up to the Knights as Napier headed to the bench. And this one's going to go against, looks like it's going to go against Dunlop. Or no, I'm sorry, Praisel. This penalty with 4:14 to play. And the Stars are going to have a 5-on-3 for 1:24. Roughing the call on Praisel. Penalty at the 10:46 mark of the third period. Stars with a 5-on-3 power play. And an opportunity here to put this one out of reach. Back to the point. Tillery to Gressel. Gressel skates it in down low. A shot that was blocked. It comes back to Gressel. Gressel tried to play it back to the point, but the point had been vacated, and Paulson has to Retreat back over to Tillery. Tillery to Schimmel. Schimmel carries it in. Schimmel looking for the hat trick. His wrists are deflected up over the net to the corner. Prier with it. Prier to Paulson. Paulson back down to Prier to the point to Tillery. Tillery plays it over off the board. Spiker grabs it there. Spiker skates it into the backhand. Threw it right through the goal crease. Prier was skating through there, but overskated it. It's Paulson back to the point to Tillery. Tillery skates it in along the deflected right in. Loose puck in front, and looks like it's underneath the pads of Russo. The puck did squirt loose, but the whistle had already blown. Stars very patient on this 5-on-3. There's still 41 seconds left. Very patient. Got a good scoring opportunity, but a nice save by Jensen Russo, and he covered up the rebound. Face off to the right of the Knights' goal. Stars win it. Back to the point to Reuter. Reuter sends it down low here. The chance for Schussler, and he shot it wide. Reuter keeps it into the point, play it down low, but didn't get much on it, and it's cleared out of the zone by the Knights. Almany back to get it for the Stars. He'll skate it up. 20 seconds left on 5-on-3. Shabilsky with it. Into the zone. Shabilsky leaves it for Reuter at the point. Reuter down low to Shabilsky. Reuter lost it, now gets it back. Still with it. Skates it around. Had it taken away by Frederick. He'll clear it around the boards. It's going to be held in by at the point. Down low. The first penalty's over, so it's 5-on-4 down for another 31 seconds. Reuter takes a big hit. He gets knocked down. Big roar from the Knights crowd. JC in to help out for the Knights. JC comes away with it. Lays it across. This is Sanders with it. Sanders skates it in, trying to go 1-on-4. Poked away. The puck still in the zone. JC picks up the loose puck. JC to the backhand. Throw it right out in front. Paddled away by Napier. Stars come away with it. Carson Reuter with it. His pass too far for Gorder off the stick. Braun picks it up near his own blue line. The penalties are over now, and the Knights back at full strength. And it was brought in offside. Now we'll have a face-off outside the Star zone with 2:11 to play in the third period. Well, I take that back. We got a penalty called on Justin Schutzler. Well, it's going to be too many men on the ice as the call as the puck was in front of the bench. It'll be Schutzler serving the penalty, so a bench minor against the Stars. That comes with 2:11 to play in the third period and a chance for the Knights. And we'll keep an eye on Russo to see what he does. If he heads to the bench for the extra attacker. Backta with it, lost it. Banks comes away with it. Banks missed the Sanders at the point. Now the puck all the way back down the ice. It's Sanders and Prier. Prier doing a good job of tying him right at the side of the net. Paddled away by Russo. Backta plays it up. Picked up by Fortner at center. Fortner 1-on-3. Gets bumped there. He gets tied up now, and Marion will grab the puck, or rather Hicks. Marion was right there as well. Puck comes back to the Knights to the point to Sanders. Sanders lays it across the Backta down low. Here's a chance to shot. Rebound! And Fortner sent it just wide of the goal. Sanders sent it wide of the goal. I'm not sure how that missed the net. But it did, and the net got knocked loose, so they'll have to put the net back in place. 1:29 to play in the third period, and now we got a timeout taken by, I believe, by the Knights. We'll take timeout as well. You're watching Kansas City Stars High School Hockey. Do a quick reset. 1:29 left in the game. 1:18 left on the bench minor to the Stars, being served by Justin Schutzler. Face-off will be to the left of the Stars' goal. It'll be Dunlop in the circle opposite Ziggy Paulson for the Stars. Empty net at the other end. Extra attacker on for the Knights. Puck loose there, Banks with it. Banks with a shot and a save made by Napier. Puck to the corner, hit the side of the net. Centering pass right out in front, and once again the net gets knocked loose. And out of the timeout, Russo stayed on the bench, so the Knights have the extra attacker. 6-on-4 right now. The advantage for the Stars is they can set it the length of the ice without being called for icing. And a big 6-foot wide empty net at the other end. And we got a piece of tape or something on the ice, so the linesman took that over to the scorer's table. Dunlop and Paulson opposite each other. Puck tied up with a circle. Players digging at it. Still there now, right through the slot area. Fortner will get there first for the Knights. Plays it behind the net. Wayne battling him. They got a couple of Knights there. Wayne comes away with it, pokes it ahead. But Dunlop gets it back to the point. Back down to Dunlop along the boards. He'll send it toward the net. And that's swallowed up by Gavin Napier as we're down to 1 minute to play in the game. Off the boards and out of the zone. Sanders picks it up there, circles it back near the red line. Sanders carries it back into the Star zone. Back behind the net, still with it. Left it there for JC. Dunlop centered it, paddled away. Comes back to the point. Here's a shot along the ice, deflected just wide of the goal. A bouncing puck that got all the way through. It hit traffic but went wide. Spiker puts a body on Sanders. Now Sanders takes a big hit. Banks with that shot. That's cleared away. On a nice save by Napier. Right out in front, now wide of the goal. 25 seconds to play. Empty net at the other end. Off a stick. And that's going to go just wide of the goal. Sanders back to get it. 15 seconds left in the game. Fortner lost it there. Backhanded down by Prier, and that goes wide of the empty net. With the final seconds ticking off the clock here. The penalty's over. Stars back at full strength. Puck in the zone. Here's a shot toward the empty net. Spiker trying to get the hat trick, but time's going to expire, and the Stars have won it. The final score, the Kansas City Stars 2, the Kansas City Knights nothing. The Stars improved to 9-4 as they get the win. Gavin Napier with the shutout, but also let's give credit where credit's due. Jensen Russo played outstanding in goal for the Knights. Truett Spiker with both Stars goals. These same two teams will be back at it tomorrow, 1 o'clock, at the Independence Event Center. If you can't make it out to Independence tomorrow, you can watch the game live on the Kansas City Stars YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Once again, the final score, the Kansas City Stars 2, the Kansas City Knights nothing. You've been watching Kansas City Stars High School Hockey.